Hi, everyone. So today we will cover about machine learning made simple with OpenSearch. Before jumping into demo and slides, I would like to introduce myself. I am Seema Saharan. I am currently working as an SRE at Autodesk. I'm also a CNCF ambassador. I have done CK, CKD. I have been a public speaker at various conferences like KubeCon NA last year and Cube Day Australia and various other conferences. And recently I became AWS community builder in AI category. And I also organize some of the user groups in India for CNCF, AWS, and HashiCorp. So this is all part of the love for the community, and I always love giving back to the community since my college days. It's been in within, and yeah. So first thing is we need to understand what are the challenges that comes with machine learning. I think everyone in the organization wants to implement machine learning and AI, but they don't understand if it's going to be a simpler approach or a tedious one. So machine learning has a steep learning curve, and not everyone is familiar with machine learning. They can be developers and SRE folks that don't know how to do it. We might need to hire someone specifically for machine learning. And there comes a huge learning curve when it comes to data. So organization can have terabytes, petabytes of data, and to train your model on top of that can be a really hectic job. Then comes the infrastructure hurdles. You can hire your ML engineers, definitely. They can build up your models, right? But here comes the infrastructure costs and the things, the overhead for the SRE and DevOps people. And that can also include the cloud orchestration. We can do it through Kubeflow and various other tools. Then time constraints. So we are in a time where every other company or every other project is releasing new AI products, right? And organizations don't want to be behind the race. And because ML projects do require a lot of time, so that's a really challenging part for machine learning. Next is obviously data silos. Even if you have the talent and all the infrastructure, your DevOps team are ready to build a new machine learning project for you. Your data is probably logged into 5 different tools or multiple tools, right? And machine learning needs to be unified to make sense of anything. That's where OpenSearch flips the script, and that's where OpenSearch will be easier for your machine learning projects. So the first main thing is OpenSearch is open source. We all know that. And it came from Elasticsearch and Kibana's powerful infrastructure. And then there is Complete Analytics Suite. So it's not just numbers and logs that we can have in OpenSearch, but it also has visualization tools. We can make our own dashboards for our own data, and we can make like time charts or any other line chart and everything, and even plug in our own machine learning visualization without needing Grafana. So it's all at a single place. Next is machine learning ready architecture. So, OpenSearch, if you are learning it for the first time, I think from what I have experienced is it's really easy. You don't even have to spend more than an hour to go through the documentations. The UI is pretty easy. And for machine learning, definitely it's gonna be really easy. And there are already some built-in tools that I'll cover. And it's really easy to kickstart your journey for OpenSearch, for machine learning in OpenSearch. So what you can do in OpenSearch for machine learning is we already have built-in ML algorithms like anomaly detection, cluster analysis, predictive analytics, pattern recognition. In this talk, I will cover the demo for anomaly detection. And we also have model integration, semantic search, text generation, image recognition, and custom models. So you can also integrate your local Olama models to that. You can also use your Hugging Face or OpenAI models or Gemma and everything. And some of the key benefits of using this is you don't have to manage an external machine learning infrastructure for these use cases. You just have to provide your own application data, and it's faster as soon as you integrate your application to OpenSearch, it can generate all the logs and traces. You can create your indexes, and OpenSearch can start working on that. So it's real-time processing, and deployment is pretty simplified. Some of the key features we have in OpenSearch is, first of all, is anomaly detection. So it uses random cut forest, and anomalies can be anything. Like, let's suppose you have a fintech company, and you want to see if let's suppose your credit card information, and you are seeing a transaction that's not generally being done on your card. And that's where OpenSearch can help you in detecting those anomalies. And then we have KNN search, powered with semantic and vector search. And it can find all the similar documents effortlessly. It doesn't. It not only understands the words, but it understands the meaning and context behind that too. Next is model integration. It supports custom models as well. So simplified machine learning workflow. Everything starts with data, logs, matrices, business events. OpenSearch makes it really simple to stream all those into FluentBit. So OpenSearch basically uses FluentBit to send all the information from your application to OpenSearch, and that's where we can see all the information. Next, once the data hits in OpenSearch, that's where the machine learning part of OpenSearch kicks in. You can use built-in models for anomaly detection and plug in your own as well. And like I previously mentioned, you don't need to have a specific or separate machine learning orchestration system. Then you can, from your data, you can visualize everything at a single place. You don't have to use separate Grafana dashboards for this. And data ingestion, logs and matrices. And finally, the processing part. So real-world use cases are fraud detection, personalized recommendation, and predictive analysis. So predictive analysis comes in the picture when your application, let's suppose it's, as soon as you start integrating OpenSearch, it understands your application trends. If the CPU or memory usage is normal in the last week, it can see that this is the normal usage for your application. And that's how it can understand that next week, if it spikes up, it can detect it as an anomaly, and it can send you an alert as well. So in the demo, I'll walk you through these parts. So I'll set up an anomaly detection. The last two are not included right now because we don't have that much time. But let me. OK, so I have created a Python file in which I'm using Fast API, and UVCon to run the application. And I am also using OpenSearch Python module and OpenSearch library. Right now, this demo is completely on localhost, but you can also integrate the same with Amazon OpenSearch as well. And it is sending all the information from this application to OpenSearch. And I have set some logging information, like I want to send timestamp, message, level, logger, and module and function, everything. And this is the logger setup. I am using a GPT-2 model in my local. You can also integrate it with Hugging Face or any OpenAI model as well. And I am generating just some health checks and also simulating some of the failures because I want to trigger some alerts. And since this is not a production system, it can't have anomaly right away. So I'm simulating that as well. And also, I have a function for tokens because in your LLM models, tokens are really important. It can impact your costs for your infrastructure and the models as well. So I have the simulated values. I am using tokens used and remaining tokens as well. And similarly, some liveness and readiness checks. And there is another file for running the load test so that we have some logs in OpenSearch. Let me grab it here. OK, so when you open your OpenSearch, this is the first thing that you see. Let me zoom in a bit. And if you go to Discover, so I have already created some of the indexes for my application. So since it's Fast API, I have started this as Fast API app logs and matrices. I'm sending 2 different indexing for this. And it's really hard to navigate like this. OK, so this. So you can see all the logs here and whatever the information, whatever the API is triggering. Because in the load test, I have already specified how much load I want for a particular API. So you can see here the amount of logs and traces that are being sent to OpenSearch. And there is a tool here, anomaly detection, if you can see. It's under OpenSearch plugins. And here, either you can start directly from here, create detectors, or you can also see if you want HTTP responses, or already there are some sample detectors as well that you can use, or you can create your own. And I have created some of the detectors already. So the first one I have is for the CPU usage. And just this morning, I ran the load test, and I can see all the metrics flowing. And OpenSearch is able to detect all the anomalies. Here is the thing. When you create this detector, it can take some time to make it active if your data is not flowing consistently. But if your data is huge and flowing consistently, it will be within minutes. So as you can see here, it says anomaly grade. So you can also check the information that it indicates the anomaly, how much anomalies that it can detect, like 1 grade. As higher the grade, it means that anomaly is pretty serious for your application. And we also have confidence level, and we have some information like last anomaly occurrence and everything. And we can see how much. So this is my feature. created CPU usage, and we can see anomaly occurrences as well. And similarly, if I go back here, detectors, I have for token used and remaining tokens as well. And since you just don't want this, you obviously, once you have created your anomalies, you don't want your engineers to be proactively looking into the detectors, right? You want to send those alerts. So it kind of creates an complete observability tool for your application. And if you see, if you go to alerting, you can see there were 3 alerts detected, and the trigger name was token used and CPU usage. And if you click on destinations, you can also see, you can integrate with any Slack webhook or anything. So I have integrated with Slack channel. And let me try to grab this, just a second. Okay, so as soon as it detects an anomaly, you can also define the interval of an anomaly. So I have used 10 minutes, so and there is a delay of 1 minute. So sometimes there can be instances that your application logs are taking some time because it's pretty huge data, and it's taking time. There is some latency when you are sending those logs and traces to your OpenSearch. So that's why I have taken 1 minute of delay. You can decrease or increase based on your application. And once it detects an anomaly, it is sending those alerts, like it is sending monitor CPU usage just entered alert status. You can also definitely customize this message as well. And it also mentioned the severity. So the grade, anomaly grade plays an important role in deciding the severity level. And also, you can also put it as static threshold, or you can also use predictive analysis so that it can understand your previous week or last to last week, like that. So it gives OpenSearch to analyze the trend of a particular anomaly, and it can send you an alert. Yeah, that's it.